Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video, and today on this channel what I'll be talking about is evolution. There are many types of evolution, whether it be physical, mental, it can even be as scientists say that we evolved from monkeys to human beings. Okay, but yeah, there are different types of evolutions. And now I'll be here not to talk about evolving from a monkey to a human, no. I'll be talking about basically the four types of, well there are definitely more, but I'll be talking on the four types of evolution, or four of the types of evolution that could happen to a human being. Now this could basically be seen as puberty, or just be seen as it can be seen as puberty, or just in general what we go through in life. Again, could be puberty. And that's basically what this video will be based around. So I hope you enjoy, I hope you stick to the end. And if you are enjoying me talking already, then yeah, liking the video and subscribing would really help a brother out. Let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, so with the first one we have mental evolution. The type of mental evolution could be what you're going through, it could be your new ideals, but I'll get to ideals in a later note. But mental evolution, it could be your mentality, how you think, and how you see and view the world. Your mental evolution when it comes to puberty could be something like, let's say, let me give you an example. You prioritize stuff such as either gender's body part over school homework. That's just an example for puberty. And yeah, I'm not saying that this sucks, but I'm just saying. And it's a mental evolution where we prioritize other stuff over the other. Now, and how we think and how we view the world is another way that we can mentally evolve. Our new views on life, human beings, and what we see could be an evolution of sorts, of such. And when we're a child, we can think that the world is all great and all that stuff, but when we grow and grow, we can have different perspectives of the world, people, or things in general. Let's say you liked a certain thing when you were younger, and now you just think it's absolute garbage and trash now, and that children play with that. Our mentality changes as we grow, and it spikes up a little bit more whilst going through puberty. This is not an explanatory, that's the word, video on puberty, and it's not supposed to be specifically based on puberty. And also another side note, if you feel like I didn't touch or cover a certain evolution type, whether it be mental, physical, ideological, or our new interests, then I'll be doing a short separate only explaining that type of evolution. And with that, let's continue. With mental evolution, our mind can change, our interests can change, and even our knowledge, it can change. Now, with that being mental, that's completely different to physical, because you have mental health and physical health. Not really, yeah, they're different, but they coincide with each other. How you think and how you feel can affect your physical outcome, or how you, I'll say how you look. So let's go with the physical evolution. Again, this can be clearly seen in puberty, where you're a kid and you have this, and then you become a teenager, and then you become like some flipping anime character with like broad shoulders, and you built like a V shape during puberty. It's different. Now, our physical evolution, it can change. Now, Okay, now this one's kind of tough to talk about. Physical evolution is just something that it can happen through puberty, or if you're being picked on or something like that for a certain type of body shape, then you can, I don't know, work out or something like that. And that is a way, yeah, that is a sort of evolution where you change yourself. Basically, if you not really understand what I'm talking about evolution, I'm talking about how we change and better ourselves for the better, or how we can make ourselves worse. Now, with mental evolution, there are many ways to make it better, to change it, or so that, or to make it worse. It is possible for it to become better or to become worse. Now, it's the exact same thing with physical evolution. Physical evolution, it's something that can vary depending on your mental health, or I'll say how you view things mentally, or I'll say mental health, and yeah, that can affect your physical health as well. I sound like a flipping. This sounds like a PSHE lesson, but okay. Let me continue seriously though. Physical health is kind of tough to touch on because it's something that can vary depending on the person and the person's mental health. Now, if I sound like a doctor, I swear to God. No, if your mental health is good, then your physical health can actually, this can vary as well. Even if your mental health is good, you can decide to, I don't know, oh, I really like eating. Me personally, who doesn't like eating? And let's just say how the British would say it: body shape not so fit, or a bit on the chubby side, something like that. It's basically how the British do say it. Always trying to, but British is like, I don't know, Britain, in some of these videos, I'm not really talking so well about them, but moving on. Now, physical evolution, yet again, it can vary depending on the person, or the person doesn't actually vary on the person's mental health. Mental health, it can, but it doesn't necessarily have to do something with your physical health. Now, how shall I put this in a way that will make sense? It's all just your choice, right? I don't know, if you want to keep fit, if you just want to have a slim, fit body, or if you want to, you know, who doesn't like eating, it's my body, like my, you know, all that stuff. And yeah, that basically sums up physical evolution, or health, I'll say. And let's move on to ideological evolution. I hope that makes sense. Now, our ideology can change and evolve throughout the ages, and it can vary depending on the things that you go through. This one, it has nothing to do with physical. It might have something to do with mental, but it's mostly due to what you see, hear, and experience in your life. This can change your view and ideology. Anyways, that can change your ideology, whether it be for the better or for the worse. Now, this can have effects, whether it be good or whether they be bad. Now, the way you view the world can, this might sum up everything. The way that you view the world can change your mental health, I'll say, and the way that physical health has nothing to do with any of these really. Maybe it can have something to do with your interests, but it doesn't necessarily have to do anything with your mental or ideological evolution, I'll say, or health. You can't have ideological health. It's just the change in your ideology, which is why I'm using the term evolution. Just to sum that up, that's the reason why I'm using the term evolution, not health, because you can't have ideological health. What, like, oh, what's your ideology? You don't seem to be very healthy in your ideology. Well, I think this and this about the world. What do you think? Well, I think this and this about the world. What do you think? You're not very healthy when it comes to ideology. That doesn't make any sense. You can't be ideologically healthy. I'm just contradicting myself. You can have a healthy ideology, and you can have a negative or a positive ideology, and that can affect the way that you view the world. Now, I guess I'll try to sum everything up as best as I can. Interests. Okay, this is more to do with just changing. Now, okay, I did not say ideology in puberty, but puberty, again, it can have something to do with physical, obviously, and ideology, it can definitely have something to do with your ideologies. Now, once you're going through puberty, things can happen. Let me just say that. Things can happen and your ideology can change. So, yeah. And interests. Okay, now your interests, that's just on you, basically. Whatever you like, whatever you think you like, whatever phase you're going through, whether it be the emo phase or some other phase, stuff like that. That's all genuinely on the independent person themselves, and it can vary and be completely different depending on the person at hand. Now, I guess that's it. That's genuinely it. So, in conclusion, to wrap everything up, mental, I'll say evolution in a way, it can be how you view the world and your thoughts and how you think, and it can even have something to do with your environments. Physical evolution is just genuinely, again, or just your choice basically, but it can't be affected, and I'm not too sure if it can affect mental or ideological. Not really. And it can't be affected. And then ideological evolution, I'll just stick with that term, ideological evolution. It contradicts. It goes with mental evolution. And interest, that's basically just on the person at hand. So, yeah, I won't really say interest to call it evolution because that doesn't make any sense. It's just basically your new interests and what you'd like now, and all of these things can change whilst going through puberty, and that's basically what this video is about. It's not supposed to be directed at puberty, but it can have puberty references. So yeah, that's basically what this video is about, and I hope you've learned something new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
Day we hustle, but the night we
Know that they ride or die.